Late this afternoon, a bulletin from New Mexico suggested that the widely publicized mystery of the flying saucers may soon be solved. Army Air Force officers reported that one of the strange discs had been found and inspected sometime last week. Our correspondents in Los Angeles and Chicago have been in contact with Army officials endeavoring to obtain all possible late information. Joe Wilson reports to us now from Chicago.
Hey, how you doing? That's kind of bright, isn't it? It's because it's pointing right at me. And it's a FLIR camera on one of the quietest helicopters I've ever heard. I left the sound turned all the way up on this. Now listen to this thing. You can hear it, but not very well. Now let me stop this a second here. See that's on the right here? That's the beam coming off of that helicopter there. And clearly it's not an incandescent beam. That's a FLIR or infrared beam. And let me show you what I think they might have been looking for. Possibly this thing right here. I'll show you a cleaned up screen grab of this here in a little bit here, but you see the way the top of this is lit up right here? I'm kind of thinking that's not an airplane. Could be, but I don't think so. Now this is another screen grab of another object that's in this video I'm going to show you here, and the reason I'm showing this to you here is because of this half dome. Now, I mean, for a anomaly to show up once, it's an anomaly, you know. And if it shows up more than that, one time or two times or three times, now you've got a pattern going on, and it's no longer an anomaly. Something actually looks the way it looks then. So that's the way this thing looks. I'll show you a cleaned up screen grab of that later on too, these two objects here, but let me show you the video. Now I'm not sure if this was an airplane coming in. If it was, you know, it would have two landing lights on the front. I would think it would be on base getting ready to turn to a left-hand pattern for final, but it doesn't ever do that. So it might be the helicopter that was in the earlier video that I showed you here. And it may have been looking for these two objects here. If I can get the camera straightened up right, it's hard to get good help these days. But you see these two objects here? Well, there it is. Okay. Now these two on the bottom here are moving in parallel. I noticed that when I ran the video back and forth a few times, which then I started looking at the anomalies that this one on the top here was showing me. And then I started noticing the one on the left. These are not giving me aircraft signatures here, in my opinion. I mean, every time this thing strobes, you get like a half dome. And I don't know why would an airplane just light up halfway. So after a while, I started thinking that I'm pretty sure that's not an airplane there. And then I looked at the one on the left there, and it was giving me a different light returns. So they could be airplanes. I don't know for sure, but let me show you, like I said, some screen grabs on these things here, and you can let me know what you think here, because there was a lot going on that night. Now this is a screen grab of that half dome looking thing here, and this is what it looks like when I cleaned up the background on it. Now it may not be, you know, completely accurate on it, but nonetheless, that is an odd looking airplane. Just the same as this one here. This is the one on the left. So I don't know if I've got it completely cleaned up right or not here on the bottom, but nonetheless, that doesn't look like an airplane to me. But, you know, let me know what you think. Appreciate you stopping by and having a look, and take care no matter what you're doing out there. Hopefully we'll get to do this again sometime. Thanks again.